Good, whatever time you're watching this. This is the mirror shield video. And I'm gonna start with the oldest mirror shield and the simultaneously oldest and newest mirror shield in the game. I mean, in Relics of Hyrule. And of course I'm talking about the mirror shield of the Great Sea, because it was the first shield that I made into a mod for Skyrim, if I remember correctly. Unless that was the Hylian shield. It's the first mirror shield I turned into a mod. It's also, I recently changed its location. For the longest time it was in the same location for however long it's been around. But I changed it a little. It's still in the same place, but it's different now. And now you have to earn it a little more. And there's risk involved. So, as it's always been, you go to Bronzewater Cave, and that's in the Pale. Now, before you shout at me and throw full bottles of meat at the screen, shouting, "Where the hell is the Pale? What the hell is the Pale?" I've gotten comments from people who are angry because they can't find the Pale. They can't find Lake Yorgrim. I don't know, whatever. The Pale is this. Dawnstar. And there's this giant mountain, and it curves around, and it includes Lake Yorgrim. Apparently there are conflicting maps that change the size of the Pale. I don't know. According to the map that I'm looking at right now, the Pale is this boot-shaped region next to Winterhold and Eastmarch over there. Bronzewater Cave, that's where you want to go. It's Lake Yorgrim. When I first released the mirror shield, I wanted it to be a secret because it's an ebony shield that can reflect magic. So I wanted people to just find it, and I said it's in Lake Yorgrim, and people just had a fit because they couldn't find Lake Yorgrim. They didn't know what Lake Yorgrim was. They couldn't find the Pale. They looked all over Lake Yorgrim, couldn't find it. So clearly that was one mistake. Second mistake I made with this shield is releasing a smithing version, which I've never liked, and if it was up to me I would remove it from the workshop. But I have since. I've updated the standalone mod a few times, and I've left the smithing version unupdated, and I'm never going back. I really did not like making a smithing version because my philosophy is it's an artifact, and it's sort of insulting to be able to craft it. It's like if you're able to craft Dawnbreaker, that's just it's Meridia made Dawnbreaker, and then you can craft it. Like, that makes no sense. And I know it's just a game, but Relics of Hyrule is very grounded in the lore, and making a smithing version of the mirror shield from Wind Waker just makes no sense. So that's why that's not in Relics of Hyrule, and why I wish I could remove it from the workshop. But people use it, and I don't want to ruin their day. Anyway, that's my little rant about the mirror shield and the background of the mirror shield. More background. It was made by Chief 01, like several things, like this one. No, not that. No, this. That thing. That's made by Chief 01 too. So I don't make custom meshes. The Razor Sword was actually cobbled together from vanilla components, so everything that has a unique shape was either cobbled together from stuff that came with Skyrim, or was made by somebody else. And the mirror shield of the Great Sea was made by Chief 01. Anyway, Bronzewater Cave. Here's Bronzewater Cave, and to find the mirror shield, there's this pipe right here, and you can actually follow that pipe and swim through Lake Yorgrim, and eventually, if you follow the contours of the land, you will find this. Now, for the longest time, ever since its genesis, ever since I first made the mod, this is where the shield itself was, and you could just find the shield and pick it up. But in Relics of Hyrule, I'm adding secret grottos, and this is the second secret grotto, and you can already tell that it's going to be a little different, because, well, it's dwarven for one, and for another, it's a door that's like upside down, sideways. So let's see, let's see what this is like. And this is like brand new, 4.5 right here. Oh well. So yeah, it drops you. There's supposed to be sound here. I don't know where that went. Drops you out, and you can. It drops you into this very close pool of water. There's supposed to be sound here, and I did put a sound marker in there. I don't know why it's not working. But all this water is rushing out. That's the Lake Yorgrim water. And you can actually very easily get it back out. But obviously, you need to go down. And it's all sideways. You see it's a sideways hallway. I do recommend water breathing, because you have to swim through this and then open another door sideways. And you have to... You can't actually hurt these slaughterfish because, you know, there's no underwater battling in Skyrim. If you have something like Forgotten Magic and Salamander Touch, you can hurt them that way. But yeah, sideways room. And this is foreshadowing for something. It's very short, this one. There's hardly anything to it. But there's some stuff down here. There's a war axe. There's a chest here. And dwarven metal. And most importantly is the Mirror Shield of the Great Sea. Which... you gotta be careful when you pick it up, because if you don't have any water breathing stuff, you'll drown. Okay, so you have the shield now, and now you have to leave. There's nothing... this is barely a dungeon, it's a secret grotto. This is actually originally what the entrance to Kina Langdonzell was going to be like. It was originally going to be completely submerged, but I had problems with that, and that's why this water doesn't go all the way up. Let's just say it's leaking into the ground or something. There's some open cave below all this. Because there's plenty of seams in these walls that the water could seep out of. Anyway, so you climb up the wall and open the door to get out. And now, for some reason I'm crouching, Mirror Shield of the Great Sea. You can take this to the alteration tables and repurpose it to be light armor, but it's heavy armor by default. And it's a really good shield. Just like all of the mirror shields, it throws up a little ward. And this, whenever you're blocking, it doesn't matter whether the ward appears like that. It's an invisible ward. It's just that flash is to let you know that it's working. But it does always work no matter what. So I'm blocking, so it will reflect magic. The ward is just sort of a... it's just sort of there. So I'm going to test this out just to show you what it does. Help mage. Player.playsetme. FF001 BBDD BBDBDBD. Come on. Hit me. No, hit me. Okay, you guys stay here. I'm gonna go way over here so they don't... so I get to attack them. Okay.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Come on. There we go. Okay. Porker. So it's, come on, hit me. Okay, yeah, I'm reflecting his attack. And it works with any magic. It's best to try it out yourself. The shield works with any magic. Shouts, so if Draugr hurls unrelenting force at you, you can actually reflect it and not get harmed by it, and then they get launched off their feet by it. It works with any projectile spell. If somebody, they don't, but if an enemy threw an illusion spell at you, you could reflect it back and make them get frenzied or calmed or whatever. It works with destruction, like you saw with the lightning there. Usually it'll reflect it and you won't get hurt. Sometimes you get hurt a little, but not by much. It doesn't resist magic, it just reflects it. It's the same strength as an ebony shield, like I was saying earlier. And it does have a dual sheath redux mesh, just like everything else in Relics of Hyrule. And it sits on your back pretty well. It's fairly big. It's probably bigger than it normally is, and I didn't really do that on purpose, but I think it's good if it's that big, because it's supposed to be a mirror. It's supposed to, you know, if it reflects everything, then you want it to be big so you could get a nice reflection going. And every mirror shield is the same. All of them reflect the same way. They all reflect magic, just like this one does. What else? Originally I had, what was it? Originally you could copy the enchantment, but it didn't work, so I removed it. And that's that. So that's the mirror shield. That's the mirror shield of the Great Sea. And now I'm going to tell you about the other mirror shields. But before I do, I will let you know that I am going to add another mirror shield. You'll find out what that one is. Alright, let's move on to the next one. To find the mirror shield of the well, you need to go to Ingle Barrow. And Ingle Barrow is right next to Windhelm. There it is. Ingle Barrow, Windhelm, there it is. Problem solved. Right, so you enter Ingle Barrow. Like I said, just a few seconds ago. And you go through, there's that puzzle, and then that puzzle pops you out right here. And there's this bridge, and he's not here right now for some reason. Is he? Well, anyway, there will be a Draugr here with the shield. Help. Whoa. Is that it? Yeah. F4 and 5. So, where is he? There he is. How's it going? He's supposed to be holding it. There he goes. So yeah, he's holding that. Holding the shield. He has a steel sword, and he holds the mirror shield as well. That's that. Mirror shield of the well is very simple. You can take it to an alteration table at the Midden or Palestone camp and switch it to heavy armor, and then back to light armor if you wanted. But that's that. That's the mirror shield of the well. Bye. Oh, right. Oh. Good morning down there. Yeah, I'd take a nap. To find the mirror shield of the desert, there are two places to find it. The first place... Come on, stop it. Okay, first place is Kagranzel. This is where you find the classic design. I'll just go into Kagranzel. Actually, yeah, I can just go in. Open up. Alright, Kagranzel, you touch that strange orb, and spoilers, this happens. Feel free to quote Alice in Wonderland as you fall, and try your best not to hit anything on the way down, because that would hurt a lot. I actually hit the pot on the way down, which is funny. So you end up in this lake. There's that waterfall over there. There's this waterfall. And actually, I think it's this one. If you go underwater, you might want the Zora cap to do this. If you go underwater, there will be... oh man, these rocks are messed up. It's not actually here. Where is it? There's this one. So, there's a chest here that's tilted. Come on. Chest is tilted, and then it's tilting in the direction that you need to go. So, I'm gonna go over here. And over here, very close by, is an ancient chest. And you have to unlock it. I mean, it's gonna be rewarding anyway. Okay, you unlock the chest, and inside is the Mirror Shield of the Sea. Mirror Shield of the Desert. Yeah, there it is. Mirror Shield of the Desert. So that's one place. The other place for the Mirror Shield of the Desert is Anselfund. And they're right next to each other. Kagranzel is over here, Anselfund is over here. Southeast of Windhelm, and that's how you end up there. Basically, you have to go all the way through Anselfund. So you go all the way through Anselfund, and you end up in the burial chambers, the final chamber. And there's this little chest over here. Here's the main place. And then over here, tiny little chest. It's unlocked. Wait, no it's not. It's locked, and inside is the other Mirror Shield of the Well, which Iona is wearing. There you go. So if you like this design better, you can go for this one. If you like the Crescent Shield better, you can go for Kagranzel. If you want two, give one to your follower and you keep the other. Doesn't matter. You can take these to the alteration table and change them to light armor if you want. That's that. I think your hair is clipping through the helmet there, buddy. Yep, your hair is clipping through the helmet. Fantastic. Yep, that's that.